Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday. This week we won't be in on Friday because it is a public holiday. So for this week, this is last live show for this week. All right, so so we are live on both platforms. We are live on YouTube as well as Facebook as well as on TikTok. So start posting your questions on TikTok, guys. I'm going to answer some questions on TikTok, and then once we have enough viewers on YouTube, we will switch to YouTube questions and answers. So first of all, I recommend all of you guys to double tap your screen. More taps on the screen would automatically invite more people. Okay, so let's get started. So tap on the screen quickly. I'm also sharing with some of my friends as well. TikTok. So let's get started, guys. Start with double tap and start posting your questions in the comment box. I'm going to take some questions on TikTok today in the beginning, and once we have enough viewers on YouTube, we'll switch to YouTube completely. Okay, so let's get started, guys. For those, congratulations to those who were able to book a free consultation with me for tomorrow. We had like 8 or 10 slots for tomorrow, free consultation on our seventh anniversary. We completed 7 years in business, starting from PT and now in migration. So there were all the slots that they were booked, and there were few people they were interested in booking consultation, free consult, but unfortunately those all places are gone. We may allow you some discounted consultations in future as well, but as of today, tomorrow's consultations, they are full, unfortunately, and apologies to all those who missed out on that opportunity. Okay, I'm looking for at least 70 or 80 people. I would be starting with the questions on TikTok first, and then I will also simultaneously take questions on YouTube as well as Facebook as well. So please help me in sharing this video with your friends as well, and we'll get started. So start posting questions in the comment box. So for this week, today is going to be the last live show. Reason being, Friday is a public holiday, so I won't be working on Friday. So it is the last show for this week. Okay. There were a mix of comments on my video of 7th anniversary. Remember, guys, we try to be respectful to each other. But yes, when we go on social media platforms, anyone can post any comment and you can't do anything about it. So please be respectful to each other. If you have if you feel that, yes, there is any problem in our services, we are always open for any improvements that we can make. Yes, so please don't post anything on the social media that doesn't make sense. So I had few comments on our social media which were not kind of acceptable to me, but that's fine. So if you have comments, guys, start posting your questions in the comment box, irrespective of what platform you are on. If you are on Facebook, you can post a question as well. If you're on YouTube, you can post a question as well. I would be happy to answer your questions. And on TikTok, please start posting your questions and help me with likes, more likes on that screen, or more taps on the screen will bring more likes, and it will automatically invite more and more people. So let's get started, guys. So we have a question coming on. I'll get started. I'll start answering your questions, and you guys keep helping me with those likes. So I have this question coming from 1314 Dylan. I have applied for ROI in SA as a mechanic at 80 points, including state points. Will I get ROI this year? So 1314 Dylan, if you are currently working in your own occupation for minimum 30 hours per week, and if you have if you meet all other criteria, if your job is okay, I mean there are lots of jobs which are made up these days. Those made up jobs, they do reflect the documents speak. So if your job is legitimate, if you're working genuinely, if your visa is not running out before 31st of August, the chances of this happening are relatively lower. But if your visa is running out before 31st of August, they may consider your ROI and may invite you. Okay, so good luck to you. And if you are taking assistance from a registered migration agent, please ask your agent as well what is the status of their ROI, how long it's been there, whether whether they're looking at it or is there any movement on your file or not. Your agent can also send email to SA Migration too to consider your ROI on priority basis, especially if your visa is running out. Okay? 13-14 डिलन ठीक है जी तो आई होप कि आंसर करने कुछ ना कुछ फायदा होगा Manjot is also with me today. Manjot, do you want to say hello to everyone?
How's going with your mic?
All right. So, anyone who is watching us on TikTok, I would.
If you guys haven't followed us so far, please follow us.
Yeah. Have you got that mic too? Yeah. Yes. That would be audible here because on this system we just have the system. Please, guys, give me a thumbs up if you guys are able to hear us properly. I have a couple of viewers here as well. On I think this is a comment that's coming on YouTube, and it is from Jitin, Anika, Ravi, Mutran. Jitin is almost every there in every live. So yes, Jitin, you can ask your question. Please ask your question. I'll get back to you. So we have this question coming from Jimmy Doji. What is the backlog and prospect for management consultant 491 90 points, WA 189 75 points, EY done? So for WA, this year's quota is over. So whatever would happen with your profile would happen next financial year if we talk about 491 and 190. And we can definitely have a quick look at ROI. Do you want to help with that question, Joe, please? So first we are answering this question on TikTok and we'll get back to you. So we just go to search. Management consultant is after management consultant. So if you look at the screen, you can see management consultant. Currently for 189, there are roughly 499 expression of interest. Some people sitting on 80, 85 points, right? That's the scenario for 189. And if you look at 190, if you look at Western Australia and 190, there are currently 102 people in Western Australia for 190 as management consultant, and then 110 for Western Australia for 491. So your points, if you look at points, so for 190, 80 plus points, there are currently 173 people. There are people at 85, 90 and high points too. Similarly, we have 491 too. There are people sitting on 90, 95, even 100 points. So even if they do invite some people, it may not be a huge number because that occupation is not something that is in high demand. So all the best to you. I hope this helps. Yes. Next question is coming from, there are currently 26 viewers, guys. So if you guys have any questions, please start posting in the comment box and double tap the screen. In a minute, I'm going to take questions on YouTube as well. So if you have anyone who does not have access to YouTube in Australia or access to TikTok in other countries, let's say India and stuff, you can share a YouTube with them so they can ask their questions there as well. So I have a question that's coming from Jitin, that's on YouTube. Jitin is asking, sir, how to know how many visa laws is pending with the department, subclass 189, subclass 190, and subclass 491? Look, there is no way for us to know this. Unfortunately, we would never be able to get this information correct. Whatever would it be, would just be an idea. As a rough estimate, you can say you can look at the number of invites. For example, any invite that is given by the Department of Home Affairs, it is valid only for 60 days. So within 60 days, that visa application would be lodged, right? But some applications are also decided too. So if I say there are, say, most of the people who lost their visas 1.5 years back, if they are all granted, anyone who has lost after this, we may be looking at least 40,000 applications, maybe at least, in total combined. So that's just a rough estimate, but it is so hard for us to know, exact number. Okay, so guys, keep posting your questions. Okay, for those who are currently watching us live on TikTok, my recommendation to you guys to please come to our YouTube channel or even on Facebook, because it is much easier for us to answer your questions. Everyone gets benefit from there. Okay. So we have a question coming from Jitin. I saw somewhere happening pending visa backlog is 60K as of 29th of Feb 2024. I mean, yes, that looks like a realistic figure. 60K. I believe that's a realistic figure. I'm not sure where that data comes from, but yeah, that sounds like right to me. Okay. Sahil Sharma is asking, tell us about nursing. Sahil, can you please narrow down your question? Please narrow down your question. What is your question? What do you want to know about nursing? Okay, so please, guys, when you ask a question, I want you guys to write a few things about yourself. Obviously, what is your primary question? But I also need some background information too. So, what exactly do you want to know about nursing? So, please post this question again, and probably I can help you answering that question. So there are currently 39 viewers on TikTok. I would recommend all of you guys to please head to our YouTube channel. I can show you our YouTube channel here. Just give me 1 sec. I'll show you my YouTube channel here. I'm not able to see YouTube. Here. And we have to share our channel here. Just give me 1 sec. Here we go. There we go. So this is our YouTube channel. I recommend, see, you can see this live stream here. I recommend all of you guys to please head to YouTube and bring all the questions to YouTube. Please also subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it with your friends. I want all of you guys to bring most of the questions to YouTube because it is very, very easy for us to answer the questions on YouTube. Okay, so not that I'm not going to take questions on TikTok too. We will take questions on TikTok as well, but it would be more helpful for us if you are able to bring those questions to YouTube.
So got the question on YouTube.
Yeah.
From Sahil Sharma again.
Yeah.
So Sahil Sharma is saying, my wife has done nursing from India. She is in Australia. We are on 485 visa. Our visa is expiring on May 2025. What should she study further here?
Sahil, I would also like to know, you are on 485 visa. I would also like to know what has she studied in the past. Okay.
Nursing, BSc nursing? Or,
BSc nursing would be from India, but she's in Australia. So if you are on 485 visa, what have you studied? Are you the primary applicant for 485 visa, or is she the primary applicant for 485 visa? If she has a bachelor's of nursing degree from India, does she have 7 each bands in English or not, or is she able or capable enough to do so or not? These are some of the questions. So you need full assessment, Sahil. I would recommend you, in that case, if I have to make that full assessment, I would recommend you to book an appointment with me. So for that, you can simply call us at 0452169200, and we will be happy to make an assessment and then provide you advice accordingly. This is a very, very critical time in your life. If you have to do something, this is the time you need to start it. So you need to start it right there. Okay. Okay, so as I said, I'm taking questions from both platforms. So I'm switching back to YouTube. Someone is saying, Artandukar is saying, hi Mahinder, hi everyone. So guys, if you're watching us live on TikTok, please subscribe or follow our TikTok channel. Okay, if you guys are watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, follow us, subscribe to our channel. My name is Mahinder. For those who are new to our live shows, my name is Mahinder. I'm a registered migration agent. We are based in Adelaide, South Australia, and Manjot, please introduce yourself as well.
Yes, I'm Manjot Singh. I'm a qualified education counselor. I deal with all kind of education. If you want admission in any university or in any college, any course, then I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Or if
So-
you need any counseling regarding your courses and what you want to do in next years, then I can help you with that.
All right. So let's keep going with the questions and answers. So I have this question coming from. I'm going to please hold on. YouTube, please hold on. I'm going to come to you guys. I have to answer this question coming from Zabir Sara at 43. Hi sir, how many seats left in essay and also 189 round would happen this year or not? So how many seats left in essay? I can't give you the exact number, but yes, we can give you tentative idea. Of I'm going to show you this data in the Department of Home Affairs website. So if you look at the screen here, you can see this data was updated on, where is it? Here somewhere? That's the allocation.
189.
So if you look at the screen here, I may be able to show you here. So this data you can see that was updated on 29th of February. Okay. So in South Australia, by 29th of February, out of 190 places, they had already invited 839. And how many total places were there with South Australia? That is mentioned in this there. So out of 1100, out of 1100, they have invited 839, and it has been almost a month since then. So they may have invited even more. So I would say roughly they may have maybe 100 or 150 places remaining for 190. And if you talk about 491, out of 1200 for 491, they have invited 749 already. And if I put a couple more,
200
more, yeah, so may have maybe 200 or 250 places remaining. So that was for South Australia. I hope that helps. Okay. So keep helping us by sharing this live, guys. And I want all of you guys to please head to our YouTube channel, because I'm taking questions on YouTube channel. It is much easier for us to answer your questions on YouTube. Guri's question on YouTube. Guri is asking, sir, I did BSc Computer Science from India. Sir, can I get a skills assessment on this degree here in Australia? So if someone has done Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science, I really doubt you can get a skills assessment just on the basis of a degree. You may need to acquire some experience in the related field for you to get a skills assessment. Okay. If it was a bachelor's, if it was a engineering, BE, computer engineering, we may look at Engineers Australia, but with that BSc computer degree, it is going
If
to
it
be
is
a bit
engineering degree, then
Yeah.
he may need a CDR report.
yeah, CDR report, and you can go for
Yes.
Engineers
Skill
Australia
assessment
skills
straight away.
assessment. Okay. Yeah, Sahil, if she's preparing for PT, all the best to her. And if she gets her PT done with 7 each, we can look at some other options. So again, as I said, you would be required to probably book consultation with me, and then we can discuss in detail. Guri's question is coming on, I think that's on YouTube. Guri is asking, sir, what is the best state for doing JRP? If I can do motor mechanic JRP in as a regional area, I can get any benefits. So I think you need to like say, so can I get some benefits? Yes, means I can get any extra point. I completed diploma motor mechanic in Sydney. Absolutely, if you do job ready program in South Australian regional area, it would definitely benefit you because of you will unlock your 491 visa. So it would be pretty good. Tasmania, but it is going to be difficult to find job in Tasmania. Remember, Tasmania is a just island, so there's no scope for growth. But if you talk about Adelaide, South Australia, it is like big state, and even he can move switch between regional. Think about moving to even regional Victoria, regional Victoria, or even whole South Australia is regional. So whole Victoria regional area plus
as
South
compared
Australia.
to Victoria, New South Wales, and maybe Queensland, we can say that South Australia is the best. Yeah, you can stay anywhere if you even you are able to get 190 or 491.
Yeah. 491, I would say, should be for motor mechanic as per the current circumstances. Either you go for 491. Look, we want everyone to get 190 or even 189. But is it practical?
It depends upon scenario.
Yeah. Is it practical? No. Under the current circumstances, it is not. When government is trying to stop the immigrants, they're blocking students, they're blocking even offshore invitations. They are also reducing the number of people. But this is only temporary. But remember, for those who have not started this journey yet, it is okay. But for those who are already halfway through, and if you already have, if you have a visa for next 1 to 2 years, you need to materialize your PR in next 1 to 2 years. You don't have a lot of time, right? Okay, so make sure if you are eligible for 491 now, go for it. And why not? Otherwise, there may be many people listening to us right now on TikTok or on YouTube or on Facebook. They were eligible for 491 last year. And you didn't take it. You didn't take it. Now you're completely ineligible for any visa. No 189, no 190. And you are even ineligible for 491 too. Because either you are not working in your own occupation or you do not meet other criteria. Okay? So it is happening to a lot of people, right? Okay. So I have this question coming from Sabine, and Sabine is asking, I will have 2.5 year full-time experience as a chef till my TR visa. So can I get 407 training visa to get 6 months of experience to be eligible for 186? I don't see any problems as such, but it really depends. After 2.5 years of experience as a chef, you are still getting training visa, which is again for increasing your skills. Are you learning a new cuisine? Are you learning a new skill? If that new skill is not if the scope of that new skill is not under your already existing skills, if that is a new skill, but if that skill is required for you to get 186 visa later, it could be contradictory. So in this case, Sabine, you can utilize some, maybe a few months of a training visa. You may or may not be even required to, but make sure you discuss this with the registered migration agent who is going to assist you with this application. This question, you won't get answer to this question. This question as such, the nature of this question is very complex, okay, because it can have huge impact on your future. So it is a question for the person who would be dealing with your application. So if you say, Mohinder sir, you are the person who would be dealing with it, and I'm going to find it for you. Okay, for that you need to first commit that you're going to get this work done from us. Only then I will do that necessary research and I can write it in the letter of advice that yes, it is doable and wouldn't have any problems. Okay, I hope that helps. Guys, there are currently 53 viewers on TikTok. I recommend all of you guys to please head to our YouTube channel. I have displayed our YouTube channel on the screen. I'm going to take questions on both sides, but we have a lot of questions coming on YouTube as well. So My preference is always answering questions on YouTube or coming on Facebook. The reason being, we can display the question and the interaction is pretty good. Everyone can see and everyone can learn. The whole purpose is learning. Raj is saying currently we are at 482 visa, holding a year, and we are at Sydney, and I want to do my own business. Could you please suggest that need to be what need to be done? You can't. So if you are on 482 visa, you cannot work or do any other thing other than what is written in your visa. Okay, you should only do that work.
Your
Yeah. So you need to comply with the visa conditions. Otherwise, you may be in the breach of visa condition. Unless you get independent visa, unless you move on to 491 or 190 or 189, then you can do anything. Raj, I hope that answers your question. Gurkit Singh Chima is saying, please tell us about restaurant manager points in SA and federal 189 points. Absolutely, I can definitely have a look.
Gurkit Singh Chima have a TikTok channel as Lord of Punjab.
I think so. Yeah, he's asking the same question. Please keep an eye on those questions there as well, Manjot, and let me do this research. So let me share this screen with you guys. So guys, keep asking questions on TikTok as well. We are going to pick questions on TikTok too. But my intention is to bring most of you guys onto our YouTube. I don't want to really dishearten you, those who follow us on TikTok. We are here to assist, but I'm recommending everyone to please come to our YouTube channel, because it is much easier for us to answer questions there. So this was a question that was coming from Gurkirat.
No further stay wave ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ
restaurant manager in SA and federal government. Yeah. So here is the screen. That's for restaurant manager. If you have a look, so restaurant manager is not in medium and long-term strategic skill list. That's why we cannot do 189 UI for restaurant manager. Now, restaurant managers can only do expression of interest for 190 as well as 491. In South Australia, there are currently 166 expression of interest for 190 and 259 for 491 visa. Okay, I hope this helps.
So Manvi was saying us on TikTok that can we waive no further stay condition or not?
Can we waive no further stay condition or not? I think it is very, very difficult. It is not that simple and it is not that easy, unfortunately. Okay, so unless there are compelling and compassionate reasons, and compelling and compassionate reasons are described by the factors beyond your control that are causing harm or problem to any Australian citizen or permanent resident if you leave the country. Does that make sense? So that means if I am an Australian citizen or permanent resident, if I have my sister coming who has come from overseas to meet me, and my wife gets like terribly sick, and then I have 2 children, and I need someone to assist me during my wife is undergoing treatment. Okay, so here here, if my sister has 8503 condition, if we put strong evidence showing that there are problems to Australian citizen or permanent resident in going about their day-to-day business because of the sickness, and in this my sister can help us in that to help us manage that situation. In that case, the waiver may be applicable and waiver may be available. But if you just say you have to lodge another student visa application, would you get a waiver?
In simple way, we can say it should be the medical reasons.
In most cases, it has to be compelling and compassionate. It could be even other reasons, but it should come into the definition of compelling and compassionate reason. Where it is affecting
Australian
an Australian
citizens or
citizen
permanent
or
residents.
permanent resident. Remember, guys, you need to understand one thing. Any country's rules and regulations related to migration are framed on one concept. What is that concept? That concept is to assist the local labor shortage, is to remove the local labor shortage, obviously, and assist the economy and overall help the residents and citizens of that particular country. So similar operates in Australia. That's why every year they keep on changing those rules and regulations. What is the reason? Because every year their requirements change in one sense. So now, as a migrant or as an international student, what you can do, you can try to align your skills, your knowledge, everything according to what is required in Australia, rather than feeling rather than saying, oh, they keep changing rules, मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है, जब हम ये करते हैं तो ये चेंज हो जाता है, जब ये करते हैं तो वो हो जाता है. This is what we think when those changes happen. So remember, guys, you can only do what you can do from your side. This is where right advice is really, really important. So if you want to get your PR in Australia, you need to have a plan in place. And unfortunately, by watching someone on social media, you can't get a plan. You have to sit, you have to discuss each and everything and plan out your next 2 to 3 years if you want to become PR in Australia. I would say it has not become difficult after the changes. It has become easy, but you need to consider it easy. You need to go with a plan. Okay. So there are so many questions coming. Guys, please do not post the same question again and again, because if you post the same question again and again, you're more likely, you would be more likely ignored. Okay, so no, don't post the same question again and again. Please respect our time, respect your time, respect each other times. All right. Thapa Vikas is saying, what are the chances of RN with 70 points for 189 and 75 for 190 in New South Wales? What's your prediction about 189? So, Thapa Vikas, I would say if there is any round for 189, you will get invited for 189. And it may happen in the month of May. I'm just predicting it as per previous year's trend. Okay, that answers your first part of the question. And is of 75 points good enough for 190 New South Wales? I really doubt, because New South Wales is a big state and a lot of people are there already. So, and New South Wales and not even most states are not inviting nurses. The reason being, probably they have an understanding between the state and the federal government that yes, we will invite those priority occupations. You can invite other 491 and 190 give invitations to other occupations to fill that skill gap in your.
And we have a tip to those are starting their career in New South Wales. Try to avoid the New South Wales state for the migration purpose for the future. I think the other states would be better than the New South Wales.
So I think Gurkirat Chima, you can already see the specific EOIs in South Australia are 156, and you can see how many points they are in. You can see we can't see a breakdown of points, state-wise points, but we see generic, and you can see for South Australia we have 166 something EOIs for 190, and I think for 491 you have 259. Okay. All right. So Kundu is asking, Kandu Wangmo is asking, what about welfare worker? Please highlight on this. I'm based in ACT. So welfare worker is if you hold a skills assessment as a welfare worker, it is one of the health related occupation, pretty good in that sense. Look, ACT again, very small state, very limited number of places they have. If you have very high Canberra matrix score, and if you're currently working in your own occupation, then you have pretty good chances. But if you are not sitting very high on Canberra matrix score, don't have many hopes this financial year. Next financial year could be different if you have a lot of seats available next financial year. I hope that helps. Okay, thanks for asking that question. I think Gurkirat, I have already addressed your question. We have this question, Jitin, from Jitin for ANSCO 30 32 12. offshore, working in nominated occupation for 6 years, 32 years of age. I'm single, PT 10, total 75 points as of now. Will there be any chance for me? Uh, Jitin, Anita, Ravi, Ravindran, offshore this year there hasn't been any invitations from offshore unless it was very high points or unless it was um, very high skills, and some offshore invitations came in Victoria, but not other states have invited many offshore. So we will wait for next financial year how the things materialize next financial year. This financial year I don't think anyone would be invited from offshore unless it is a priority occupation. Okay, I hope this helps. All right, I'm back with you guys on TikTok. Priyanka is asking how many applications for 189 visa for 2024. So far, we had 7,000 plus invites for 189. That's all we had.
Yes, I think you are asking for 6 allocations.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Priyanka, I'm not sure what are you asking. So this is a question on TikTok. Not sure. Can you scroll up the question? She's asking
applications for 189 visa for.
It is so difficult.
I think she's asking for how many applications has been launched.
Yeah. So for 2024, how many applications? Roughly, maybe 15. So suppose they had roughly 8,000 invites, yes. Roughly 7,300. If half the applicants had spouse, and half the applicants also 1/4 were single and 1/4 were spouse and one child, roughly 16 to 17,000. Yeah. It's just a rough estimate. I would double it. So there would still be some people remaining to be invited if there is any round. Okay, so please wait with us. For those who are watching us live on TikTok, there are currently 52 viewers. Okay, I would love to introduce myself to all of you. My name is Mahinder Singh. I'm a registered migration agent.
And my name is Manjot Singh, and I'm qualified education counselor.
And Manjot works under my direct supervision, and we are here to assist you guys making your Australian dreams come true. Remember, guys, this is your life, this is your decision, and you need to take those. You need to take those chances. You need to make those right decisions at the right time. We are here to assist us. So if you need any assistance, you can reach out to us. Our phone number, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, our phone number is scrolling on the bottom. And if you are on TikTok or any other platform, wherever you're watching us, you should be able to see our details there as well. So if you guys have not followed us so far, this is the time to hit that follow button. And I'm addressing all the questions on YouTube today, so please head to our YouTube channel and bring your questions there. It is much easier for us to answer your questions on YouTube, as we will be able to highlight the comment and we'll be able to show you the screen. We'll be able to do much more things. Okay, Guri is asking, can I get a skill assessment on this work experience BSc Computer Science degree? Guri, I'm not sure. I have 2 years of experience in BSc Computer Science, but salary was in cash. Unfortunately, cash salary cannot be proven. Okay, so cash salary, I'm telling everyone here, if you're watching me live now, if you're looking at getting your skills assessment, take it from me, you will not be able to justify any income that you earn in cash, whether you are in Australia or you are overseas. We are in 2024, and I don't think even the small to small company would pay you wage in your bank. So you won't be able to justify your work experience on the basis of cash salary. Yes, if there is only few weeks here and there, yes, it is justifiable. But if you want to say, if you say that, oh yeah, whole 2 years you have been paid in cash, that means you were not working. So make sure your evidence is strong. So work evidence include 3 or 4 kinds of evidence, which is applicable in most of the countries. First of all, pay slip. Okay. Second, salary going into that bank account, commensurating
bank
statement. So commensurating that pay slip. Okay. So says a pay slip says you were paid like say in Indian rupees 20,000 rupees. Then the bank statement should also say those regular credits.
Pay slips and bank state should be
similar. Yeah, they should match. So pay slips, bank statements, and in most countries we have provident fund kind of thing. In Australia we have super, and other countries also may have their own counterparts. And then last one would be your tax. So if you have got salary, if you have earned income, you should also have paid some kind of taxes. So that evidence as well. And then these are four very, very strong evidence of your work experience. And obviously employment contract, employment letter, or in Australia we also call it a statement of employment statement.
Maybe you will ask to provide the photographs as well while working. You are
in some cases
in your organization. In some cases.
So Guri, your questions are addressed, I reckon. I've got this question coming on YouTube from Falak student. Falak student. Is Bachelor of Nursing a good degree to study in 2025 to apply for PR later? Absolutely. Remember, guys, I'll tell you my story. I came to Australia in 2010. It's been 14 years since I've been in Australia, right? In 2010, we were in severe shortage of nurses. I was not a nurse though, but just telling you, we were in severe shortage of nurses. We are in 2024 and we still are short in nurses in Australia. What is the reason? Reason being, because nursing is a very demanding profession. Not a lot of nurses work for whole life in this profession. Most people would either move on to higher position or they change the profession. So you work there for a few years and then you probably change the profession. And some people come out of the labor force because nurses is a profession which is highly dominated by females. And females, when they get married, they also have babies. So sometimes people return to the workforce, sometimes don't return at all. So there are multiple reasons why at lacuna those positions become available for new applicants.
Because it's a 24-hour job
so as well. So shift jobs as well.
Yeah. People prefer it as a good job or some are not.
Yeah.
But they have to do it for the migration purpose or for any other purpose.
That's why those vacancies become available. And
yes, again and again by the year and year basis.
Another reason.
And the same is like as a chef. Chef is also like nursing, but nursing is in more demand because it's related to the health sector. And if we talk about the chef, then
same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Because no one wants to work on a weekend.
Number one, no one wants to work late nights.
Late night.
That's why people work for a few years. When they get their PR, they change their job.
Yes. Everyone is changing their job, or some chefs are transitioning to the business.
Yeah, they're owning their
restaurants, but they are not working themselves.
All right, so let's keep going, guys. I have this question coming from Falak student. So, Falak, answer to your question is very, very safe. If you're looking to come to Australia to study nursing, even in 2025, pretty good. Another reason that I was mentioning here for increasing demand of nurses is majority of Australian population is getting old in next 10 to 15 years. Okay, so we have a huge shortage of nurses because most of those people, 60-70% of them, they are going to end up in aged care homes. And in aged care homes, we do need nurses here for them. Okay, so looking good for nurses going forward. 01 is asking, what is your recommendation for New South Wales IT graduates currently in PR or 19491? No experience. My PR is till May 2027. My PI finishes in coming July. 01, thank you very much for asking this question. This question today that you are asking is going to change your life. Because why it is going to change your life? Because I'm going to ask you to talk to us after this call, and we want to know more about your skills, your level of English and things like that, and then we can come up with it. Okay? So I'm not sure what is your original name, but you can make a reference when you call us at 0452169200. When you call us, you can make reference that you spoke to us on YouTube comment, and your name was.
And don't wait until May 2027.
Don't wait. This is the time to make that decision. This is the time. This is the time. Right now is the time. Okay? हिंदी में कहावत है, काला करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में परलय होएगी, बहुरी करेगा Kab. It is very important. So whatever you have decided you want to do tomorrow, you should do it today. And if you have decided you want to do something today,
Because
why
most-
not now?
Yeah, because most of the cases that we are hearing day by day, that they have a TR, we have a 8 months TR left, we have a 7 months TR left.
What do we
to
do?
now?
Nothing.
No,
We can't do anything.
at least you should have a 2 years before you plan. So in 2 years you can make your plan if you are doing something better than that you've done in the past.
RK is asking, I do visa run by cruise to New Zealand, turned out round trip doesn't count. RK, I'm not sure whether it seems like your comment, I'm really not able to understand it. So if you are able to write it in Hindi, that would be great if you understand Hindi. But it seems that you're asking if you go to cruise to New Zealand, can you come back? I'm not sure what is your current visa and things like that. So it is very difficult for us to give you any answer on that question. Victor Jason is asking, sir, what is the process time for 190? I have 85 points for 189 and I presume 90 points for 190 submitted on Feb 2024. Would it be very high expectation to be nominated for May 2024?
Victor Jason, if it is a priority occupation, then you may get the grant soon. If it is non-priority, then it's processing times.
He's talking, I think he has done expression of interest and registration maybe for state nomination. And he's talking about nomination expectation, whether his nomination would be accepted or not. So, Victor, I'm not sure whether you would be nominated or not. I'm not sure what state you are currently in and what is your occupation. ICT security, with those points, you have very limited chances. And unless you have skilled partner, I'm not sure what state you are currently located in. 01 was in.
01 was saying about TR till May 2027.
Yeah. I'm not
I
sure.
see in IT, I think.
All right, guys, let's keep going. If you guys are watching us live for the first time, this is the time to hit that follow button, irrespective of the platform you're watching us. We are live on TikTok, we are live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. So if you are on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are conducting these live shows. We are here to help. Okay, we're conducting these live shows 2-3 times in a week, and we want to answer and address everyone's questions as possible. Okay, for those who are watching us live on TikTok, please head to our YouTube channel because I'm trying to answer most of the questions on YouTube. Reason being, we are able to display the question. It is much easier for us to answer your questions on YouTube. Abhishek BK is saying, is there any chance for someone who is a chartered accountant from India recently arrived in Australia and lodged the skills assessment for external auditor? Abhishek BK, if you are chartered accountant from overseas, if you are able to find a job as external auditor or in the accounting field, if you are already chartered accountant from overseas, there's high chances you may find a job, work with your LinkedIn, and make a strong resume, apply for jobs. If you land yourself in a job, there may be possibility the state may accept you for 190 or even 491. I'm not sure what state you're currently living in. And if you are just relying solely on your expression of interest, obviously when you get your external auditor skills assessment, you do EY and try to increase the points as much as possible, as high as you can go. And if they get invites for 189 for external auditors, all the best. You may get selected. Okay. Welfare worker at 80 points for Victoria. Again, Victoria hasn't invited a lot of these occupations. They should. So I really cannot comment much on that. I believe welfare workers would be plenty in Victoria because it is an occupation that a lot of people study in. So let me check though. If you look at welfare worker here, so in Victoria, how many welfare workers? 131. Not too many actually. That's not too bad. Only 131, and only 38 for 491. So it is not very competitive. um, as a welfare worker. And I believe
if you are at 90 points, then you may get higher chances.
you may have good chances.
Even 95 points.
90 at 90 or 95 points. Okay.
It's not much hard for those who have the bachelor's or the master degree.
Yeah.
In their profile. Yeah.
Alex student is saying, I'm in Australia studying year 12. I don't know what to study to get PR later on. I have dependent PR right now. So Alex student, I think your father or mother may be on a visa here in Australia, maybe temporary visa. So my recommendation to you would be send us a message on WhatsApp and we can assess your scenario. If you're currently studying in year 12, which will finish towards the end of this year, you should have a plan ready right now. Okay, send us a message on WhatsApp. We want to ask some more questions from you and we'll take it from there. Okay, if need be, we can also speak to your parents too. And ideally, Falak, you can also book appointment with us. For booking appointment, you can simply head to our website. Our website is displayed on the screen here. I'm going to show you the website here. So our website is displayed on the screen here. Make sure your parents are there as well in the consultation, and we can definitely suggest you something. Okay. It is good that you are getting ready in advance. Very good. Good on you. All right. So Manjit, can you please see some comments there as well? Harry Singh, any update about a system analyst 90 points in SA with 6 months experience, living in SA for more than 1 year, graduate from different state. So look, under working in South Australian, working in SA stream, the requirement is 12 months of stay in Australia, and within last 6 months you must be working in your nominated occupation for last 6 months full time. So I'm not sure, Harry, if you have done expression of interest or not. I'm not sure when your visa is running out. We would be happy to assist. So recommendation to you would be to please book consultation so we can make an assessment, and on the basis of that, we take it from there. I'm not sure how much wage salary you're getting, how competitive you are. Your 90 points seem to be pretty good to me. But remember, there are so many people sitting on high points as well, those who moved from other states. But you are you should be able to do expression of interest. I need to know when your visa is expiring, and then we'll have more information. We'll have better idea of your circumstances, and we can advise you soon. Okay. Subhash Gujrail is saying, can I graduate my dependent in nursing and apply for PR through her? Can I graduate my dependent in nursing? Subhash Gujrail, absolutely you can do it. Can you please send us a message on WhatsApp? So +61 452 169 200. Send us a message on WhatsApp. Anyone who is looking to take admission, want to discuss admission related matter, simply send us a message on WhatsApp and we'll take it from there. If you want to discuss about your PR, your partner visa, 80 matters, citizenship applications, your 189, 491, 190, 494, 482, 186, 494, or 482, or even 407, you would be required to book appointment with us. So we had this free consultation booked set for 28th of March because we turned 7 years old. That means in business we have done 7 years as a whole, but all the consultations, they were booked right away like this the moment we opened the portal. So all these doors are gone. So our consultation charges are $99, in which you will talk to me directly. Okay, half an hour to 45 minutes.
That would be waived off if you sign up with us for any kind of courses.
And I want to say here that every cent you will spend on your consultation is I'm going to make it work for you. Because I've seen people, I have been talking to a lot of people lately. They said, sir, I have actually seen every agent. I said, well, if you have seen every agent, but no one was able to convince you to do certain things, that means that either it is your fault, you didn't take that advice, or probably the agent was not good enough to make you convinced about your situation. So if you guys pay that consultation charges, I know $99 could be substantial amount for many of you, but this consultation, this money that you pay in the consultation, if you make that investment, it can change your life. Okay, so I have in last few years done many cases like this where people have lost hope, but we were able to secure one or the other. But you need to commit to something, right? You can't just say one day you came to Mohinder, another day you came to someone else, and the very next day you went to someone else. It doesn't work like that, guys. You first need to figure out, yes, this is the right person. Do research about that person, read all the reviews here and there, talk to that person, book first consultation, whatever he says, listen to his story properly, listen to what he says, and then make a decision whether this is the right person for you to help you with your visa application. Only sign up when you are fully confirmed, and then take it, and then only listen to him. Do your own search, but only listen to him. Follow the advice. If you follow the advice, the results will come. Nothing happens overnight, guys. Nothing will happen overnight, and nothing will change unless you change your life yourself. No one cares for anyone. You need to do it yourself. It's your life, it is your decision. You need to make that right decision. Okay, so we are here to help, but first you need to help yourself. All right, Mandeep Karel is asking, is there any chance for ECT with 85 own points to get invited for 189, 190, 491 living in Sydney? I think your occupation is a priority occupation. If there is any round for 189, you will get invited. And a lot of early childhood teachers, they got invited in the last invite. 190 may or may not, 491 may or may not, but there is very high chance if there is any round for 189 Monday, you may get invited. I'm not sure whether you are working in your own occupation or not. If you are not working in your own occupation, please do make effort if you're not working to find a job. It will increase your chances. Navi Daliwal is asking, what about cabinet making for 189 and 190 on 70 points? So Navi Daliwal, cabinet making is pretty good, but will trade occupation be considered for 189 or not? That is a question to be asked in this financial year. And if 189 round is not coming, then what else? Then we are looking at 491 and 190. So 491 and 190, I'm not sure which state you are in. Trade occupations are not being prioritized in Victoria. They haven't given many invites for trade occupations. Similarly, the scenario is New South Wales. So Victoria and New South Wales are out. What other options are remaining? South Australia is an option if you're able to find a job. Western Australia could be an option if you're able to find a job, because cabinet making is still related to building and construction. So you may be able to find a job there, and if that happens, it may increase your chances. So we do not have that information for us to make assessment. So Navi, if you want to discuss your profile in detail, if you have not seen a migration agent so far, this is the time to see one. Okay, all the best. That was for I think Navi, and I think Mandeep, I have already addressed your question. Okay, let's get back to TikTok. Can you please go down?
So, that is coming from can dependent of 491 visa live offshore more than 1 year on 491 visa?
Should not be a problem as such.
Yes. One person have to comply with the conditions of 491. From Nepal, what about skill assessment of internal auditor or accountant?
You need to have a BCom degree and must have studied certain subjects, and you need 7 each minimum score in English for skills assessment.
Yes. Call for Unity, UK PSW is being closed soon. It's otherwise closed. We don't know about the UK.
So call for Unity, we specialize in Australian visa. But I want to say one thing to everyone that, as I said earlier, every state's rules and regulations for visas are made to help the economy of that particular state, and Australian citizens and residents of that particular state or say country. So you need to line your skills according to that.
Yes, so user ending with the 11257270 points SK Carpenter. What are the chances for the 190? I think if your visa is expiring,
I don't think
soon,
190 trade occupation.
491 may be the
Yeah.
option.
491
may
if
be
your
the
visa
option.
is
If your
expiring.
visa is expiring soon.
And if you meet the criteria, which is 12 months of stay in South Australia, minimum 6 months of work experience, minimum 30 hours per week, these are the requirements. And South Australia
It also add on the points, like a 10 points almost. After the 70 for
yeah,
190
70 for
and
190.
80 for the 491.
Yeah, so for 491, you would have slightly higher points.
Visa is expiring in December. Less chance.
If your visa is expiring in December, you might want to wait. They may invite you next financial
Or
year.
opt for 491. Maybe.
Obviously,
chances will be the higher.
Yeah, if you have your UI there for 190, take it from me, you're not in for 190. They're not even going to consider your UI at all. And it is not only for those who are whose visa is expiring in December. For those as well whose visa is expiring in even May, if you say your EY that you are only interested in 190, they won't even consider you for 491. People don't understand this like simple basic thing. If you don't want 491, they are not going to give you option for 491 if you have only shown your interest for 190.
Sudong05, can we apply for PR without going for the TR first?
Absolutely. In many cases, if you are able to meet all the criteria, and if you get invited during your student visa, you can apply for permanent residency from student visa to directly PR.
Ashi Fernandez, any option for someone who has done certificate 3 in a personal care supporter applying offshore? I think you can't apply as a personal care.
Ashi, from offshore, you can't apply unless you are sponsored by an employer, and it is going to be Herculean task for you to get an employer to sponsor you from overseas while you are overseas. There are lots of aged care workers, even in Australia, and probably thousands in Australia, those who want to get a sponsored visa, and even they are struggling too. So, why would someone focus on someone coming from offshore?
Fesco, where is your office? We are based in Adelaide, but we serve all over Australia.
We serve clients all over Australia.
We have a client all over Australia.
Subash Gajurel is saying, can I extend my student visa? I can't finish it on time due to COVID at early period, even after recent changes in visa laws. Please give the guidance on it and pathways to get PR to IT. So Subash Gajurel, can you extend student visa even after the changes that has been announced? Yes. If some part of course is remaining, you can lodge a student visa application. No problem with that at all. Okay, but you have to address why you were not able to finish it early. You have to detail that for case officer to make an assessment on your file. What are the pathways to get through PR? We do have very good pathways. So Subhash, if you want to get like full plan, I would recommend you to book appointment. I have displayed my website address on the screen here. Simply head to my website. You can simply fill in your details. My consultation charges are $99. Okay, but you're going to get this money become a part of the final quote. So if we assist you with student visa extension, we would consider that you have already paid $99 to us, whatever our quote is. So we can assist you, and this consultation will also give you opportunity to ask questions related to your PR. Okay, all the best. Rahul Kumar is asking, sir, my RY lodged last year in October. Civil engineer essay with 75 points, 190, 85.49. Still working from last 6 months. No invite. Any idea, sir? Rahul Kumar, you do not have any. I'm not sure why it is happening. Okay, so Rahul, look, a lot of people do their work themselves, especially like engineers, IT people, because they just feel it is just about filling that form. Okay, I really cannot address that question. Why it is not being picked up? Okay, I cannot address that question. It would be worth for you, Rahul, to talk to me. Okay, if you have not spoken to any registered migration agent so far in your life, this is the time to do so. So if you have not spoken to a migration agent so far, this is the time to do so. I would recommend you, Rahul, to book a consultation with me so we can assist you in this process. Okay. All right, guys.
Wangu Pongo, is it possible to transfer my enrollment from Sydney to Perth Uni? I am into second semester in Sydney.
Absolutely.
Yes, Wangu Pongu, we can help you with that. So in
Wangu
which
Pongu?
uni are you studying? So you can even message us on WhatsApp. We can help you with that. I have to ask a few more questions to you, then I can help you with that. Sandeep, sir, I have lodged my EY in last year of in July, WA as an taxation accountant. I have 90 points for 491.
Keep asking questions, guys, on both platforms, on TikTok as well.
What do you want to ask, Sandeep? I have lodged my EY in last year of July in WA as an taxation account. I have 90 points. So you are asking for your chances.
Yep.
So what are the chances for the taxation accountant for the 491 with 90 points?
Sir, I have lodged my EY in last year of July in the professional taxation from 590. So Sandeep, this if you have lodged it for WA this year, nothing is going to happen because they don't have any places left. So let's wait for next financial year, and by July, mid-July, or by mid-August maximum, we will know what is happening. Okay. Tini Alofa is saying, I need to cancel my ex's visa. So Tini, I'm not sure what is the situation and what kind of visa. If it is a partner visa, if the relationship has broken down, you can definitely report it to the Department of Home Affairs. And if there is something else, I can't comment much unless I know the scenario. Okay. ROI validity for SA. Do we need to make new ROI next financial year? I believe not. But yes, state may change this.
It depends upon state to state. If the state is asking for a new ROI or EOI, then you have to. Otherwise, no.
Okay. So keep asking questions, guys. I'm bringing all of you guys on our YouTube channel. Please head to our YouTube channel right away, and I would recommend you to ask the questions there. So if you have already asked your question, that's fine. But if you have any more questions, please come to YouTube and ask your questions there. Okay.
3 years of education for graduate diploma for early childhood skill assessment.
You will need, if you have done 3 years of education.
I think Rauf Ahmed has done 1 year of diploma and 2 years of bachelor's. Then maybe he's asking that if he has done graduate diploma for early childhood skill assessment, would it be considered with the diploma of IT?
If he has done, it is going to be on margin.
Yes.
They're looking for 4 years of university level study. Yes, some credit is accepted, so they will treat it case by case basis. Okay. Sandeep is asking what will be the allocation in coming financial year, same like this one or might be less? Sandeep, I believe it would be either same or maybe slightly higher. This is what I expect, either same or slightly higher. This is just my prediction. Anvesha Chaudhary is asking 100 points a chef in Canberra. What are the chances? Anvesha, if your visa is running out, if you do not have any other option left, my recommendation to you would be think about employer sponsored visa if you're currently working in your own occupation. Okay.
Anvesha, I think it also depends upon the Canberra metrics points as well.
So depends how many points you have.
I think they are targeting firstly those, and after that these point tests.
Dhruvi 1995, can I move to another state when waiting for 491? Yes, but after your 491 is granted, you should stick to the conditions. So your conditions with the visa only start when the visa is granted. Before that, you can move. If I work casual, can I get sponsorship? Yes, you can still get sponsorship even if you work casual, as long as the number of if you're able to meet the criteria. If you're talking about 485, say 482 visa, even your casual employment is okay as long as your hours are regular and they're spread across whole year. They have to be regular hours, not like few hours this week, few hours next week. It has to be regular everyday hours. Okay. Please let us know, Anvesha, if you want us to assist in employee sponsored visa. We are here to assist. Guys, there are currently 39 viewers on our TikTok. If you guys have not hit that follow button, this is the time to do so. And I would recommend all of you guys to please bring your question to YouTube. I have displayed our YouTube channel on the screen. Please bring all the questions to YouTube, because if you bring the questions to YouTube, it is much easier for us to answer your questions, and not many questions get skipped in the YouTube. It is much easier for us to answer everyone's question. All right. So, Sam Pin B. Wangchuk, sir, what is the recent status on tourist visa to convert into student visa? So, if someone is in Australia on a tourist visa, if you do not hold 8503 condition, you can still lodge a student visa application. But obviously, you have to address all the criteria for student visa, including, genuine student test or genuine student criteria, as well as other things, the course that you choose.
Gagan Sahi ROISA visa expire August 10th. Gagan Sahi, it depends upon your occupation.
August.
August.
If your visa
Maybe
expires on August 10th,
you may be prioritized.
but if you meet the criteria, so if you are currently working in your nominated occupation for last 6 months, minimum 30 hours per week, and if you have been living in South Australia for at least for last 12 months, they can prioritize. Gagan Sahi, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ 10 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਰਨ ਆਊਟ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਟੇਰੀਆ ਮੀਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਊਥ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦਾ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਵਰਕ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਸੇਮ ਆਕੂਪੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਯੈਸ 12 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦਾ ਸਟੇ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਟੇਰੀਆ ਮੀਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਪਾਇੰਟਮੈਂਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰ ਲਓ। ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਦਾ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਹੈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਪਾਇੰਟਮੈਂਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਓਕੇ,
ਜੇ ਖੁਦ ਵੇਟ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰੋ ਰਜਿਸਟਰਡ ਮਾਈਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਏਜੰਟ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਲਓ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟਾਈਜ਼ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ।
Tina, I request everyone on TikTok. This is our YouTube channel. We are live there as well. Please come to our YouTube channel and ask all the questions there. Okay, please come to YouTube and ask all the questions there. And I'm also highlighting the comments there, so everyone is learning. Okay, let me check if you guys have. How many people? Sure. All right. So keep going, guys. Ray A2 Ben Banger. I want to know what points are needed for a hairdresser for 190, and I also need to know what state you are located in. Okay, Alberti, I have almost 3 years of experience in mining in iron ore company. I want to live and work in AU. So Albert, if you have 3 years of experience as a miner, let me check if any occupation related to mining is there in the list or not. That would be a good starting point. So for anyone to come to Australia, I'll give you starting point, how to do that research. So you first need to have an occupation which is in the skill list for Australia. So we have mining engineer. If someone is a mining engineer, it is a skill that is required in Australia. I think mining engineer is in medium and long-term strategy skill list. That means you can get visa from offshore if you are a mining engineer. Okay. So first thing is to get skills assessment. Once you have skills assessment in hand, then you can do other things. Meet English requirements, do UI, ROI, and all those things. So this is a starting point for you. I have just given you a bit of idea where to start. So if you're a mining engineer, you can come to Australia on a skilled visa. Okay. You would be required to book appointments, so we can run you through the whole process, and we'll take it from there. We have a question coming from Neha on YouTube. Neha is asking how many months casual working hours can be considered for sponsorship visa? How many months? So in employer sponsored visa, Neha, there are multiple different categories. Okay, so you have a 407 visa, training visa, that is slightly different. Then you have 482 visa. For 482 visa, for training visa, for 407 visa, you require either 12 months of full-time work experience, or you should have finished 12 months of study in last 24 months. That's the training visa. That's the main requirement. If you talk about 482 visa, you should have 2 years of full-time experience or part-time equivalent for 482 visa. And you should also have minimum English. And in some cases, depending on the country of passport, you would also be required to have skills assessment. In training visa, there's no skills assessment required. So these are two common visas with less experience. Other visas are direct entry, surplus 186, that requires you to have a skills assessment minimum 60 and less than 45 years of age. Similar is the criteria for surplus 494. Okay. So how many minimum hours? I would say there's no minimum hours, but if you are doing certain hours casually as well, if they are spread across 4 years, we will count the full-time equivalent of that part-time work for casual. Okay, there won't be any minimum hours. All right, so keep going with your questions, guys. There are currently how many people? There are currently 39 viewers on TikTok. I recommend all of you guys to head to our YouTube and please bring all the questions on YouTube. Although we are taking questions on both platforms today, but I would recommend you guys to bring all the questions on our YouTube. So please head to our YouTube channel. All right, so I will continue answering questions here. Biraj Pandey. Sir, I am a casino staff having 6 years of experience in dealing games. So casino staff, we may need to find an occupation, Biraj Pandey, for casino. You are a hospitality worker.
What is your position over there?
Yeah,
Like in a casino staff, you may call something
yeah, position. Yeah.
position.
We have a question coming from Danica. Is saying waiting 10 months for 186. How long do I need to wait and how long can I get through? So Danica, basically this is a question for your migration agent who assisted you with your application. 186 visa, if it is not a priority occupation, it can take up to 12 months. And if you have already, if you have been waiting for last 10 months, it should be on its way very, very soon, I believe. Okay. Harpreet Khaira, do we need to work 2 year compulsory or we can apply for 186 once we complete 3 year swimming program? हरप्रीत खेरा ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋਰ ਇਲੈਬੋਰੇਟ ਕਰੋ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ YouTube ਤੇ ਆਸਕ ਕਰੋ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ alright so Antar Grewal is saying hello sir received invitation from Queensland 189 as a registered nurse on 20th of December last update is on 23rd of February when can grant be expected look, I received 4 nurses invitations. 3 visas have been granted. Only 1 is pending. So if you have supplied all the documents, it should be granted anytime. Okay, so generally 4 to 6 weeks for a priority occupations. It should be fine. Just wait. If you have supplied all the documents, just wait. All the best. Jaspreet Brar is asking essay out of regional ROI applied on 14th of February. Chef, how long have I to wait? Jaspreet Brar, I think you have asked this question in the past as well. I'm not sure whether your current visa is running out soon or not. If that is the case, they may prioritize your ROI. Not sure whether you have applied it to a registered migration agent or not. This is a question for them. So I need to know a bit more detail before I am able to comment on your question. Okay, so guys, there are currently 49 viewers on TikTok. We have few viewers on YouTube as well as on Facebook too. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button or hit that follow button. This is the time to do so. Do it right away. I'm going to take a small break and we'll continue for another few minutes. And before we say bye bye to all of you, please hit that subscribe button and hit that follow button.
Nyanchi Bright 08. I'm an international student studying social work. I'm scared to travel because they are canceling visa. Is it true? It's not as such.
Look,
Nyan,
you can travel.
you can travel in your holidays.
Yeah,
If you are not attending your college or university and not giving assignments to them, and if you have like a poor academic progression, then maybe yeah they will consider your visa. Because I know they ask for some questions before the boarding to Australia. They normally ask how's going with your studies.
Yeah, what are you studying?
What are you
courses?
studying? What course do you have a confirmation of enrollment? And how about your assignments?
So they may ask these questions. They just want to make sure that you are a genuine student.
Yeah, if you are going in holidays, in university holidays, then it would be fine.
Okay. Yanish, if you got your result, you can share your PT result with us and on email, and we will take it from there. Okay. Mosham Sapota is saying, sir, I take high blood pressure medication regularly. Will it affect my PR? As such, no. There are a lot of people who take high blood medication, so high blood pressure medication. As long as you do not have problems with your kidney, as long as you do not have major problems in your health that can burden Australian health system in future, should be fine. Okay, but it is still for a doctor. Stone is asking, I applied for 866 and it got refused. Can I apply for another visa? Which one should I apply for? Stone, unfortunately, if your rate is 866 is refused, you have very, very limited options to apply. Okay. So not sure whether you have work rights or not, or are you challenging that decision in Federal Circuit Court or not. If that is the case, you may be able to gain some qualification and experience during this time, and probably may be able to apply for any visa in future. It may work out for you. We don't know. So if you want to discuss your profile, Stone, I would recommend you to please book consultation and we can take it. Okay. Harpreet Singh on YouTube is asking, do we need to work 2-year compulsory in 482 or we can apply for 186 once we complete 3 years with the same employer? Do we need to work 2-year compulsory in 482 or we can apply for 186 once we complete 3 years with the same employer?
He was saying that ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਧਾ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਰਕ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਨਾਲ ਰੇਟ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ 3 ਸਾਲ ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੱਧਾ 186 ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ
ਜੇ 3 ਸਾਲ ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋਣ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਜੇ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ 3 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਫੁੱਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਰਕ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਹੋਵੇ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੋਵੇ 6 ਇੰਚ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਵੇ एम्प्लॉयर स्पॉन्सर करने वास्ते रेडी हो गए नॉमिनेशन अप्रूव हो जाए तो तुसी एम्प्लॉयर स्पॉन्सर वीजा 186 भी डायरेक्टली पा सकते हो पर जे 186 की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं मीट कर दे तब 482 पा सकते हो ते 482 के बाद 2 साल उसी एम्प्लॉयर को काम करके तुसी टीआरटी स्ट्रीम दे विच 186 पा सकते हो ओके आई होप दैट हेल्प्स है ना हरप्रीत क्या है हां जी यस पंजाबी समझ हरप्रीत तुसी समझ गए तो ठीक है यस कह दो थैंक यू वेरी मच Ajit Singh is saying advanced diploma in civil construction. What is 1 year and how much fee and how about skills assessment on 485? Ajit Singh, अगर ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ 1x advanced diploma ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ job ਲੱਭ ਸਕਦੀ ਇਸ ਕੋਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ skills ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ I want to recommend this. Probably you should consider something else.
ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਬਿਹਾਫ ਤੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਇਹ ਕੋਰਸ ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਫॉर ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ skill assessment ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ
is it different?
Yes.
Like
so
ਬੱਚਾ ਬਾਟ ਦੇ ਦੋ ਥੋੜਾ
ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਫਿਰ ਤਾਂ ਓਕੇ ਹੈ ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਆਪਦੇ ਬਿਹਾਫ ਤੇ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਪੀਆਰ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਕਰੋ ਇਹ ਕੋਰਸ ਹੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਹੈਲਪ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ, you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp +6145216920. Okay.
ਪਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਵਧੀਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਆਬਵੀਅਸਲੀ ਇਹ ਮਾੜਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ।
Someone is saying, can I apply for student visa after COVID visa? As of today, yes, you can. Okay. Gary Sharma 745, Mr. Mahindra, I have been working in Singapore for 14 years as a safety supervisor and fireman. Any chance for PR? Safety supervisor, if you see this skill list, let me occupational health and safety advisor. This is the only occupation that exists in the skill list. Occupational health and safety advisor. You may come in this category, and this occupation is in short-term list. You can have a skills assessment, and if you meet other criteria, you can do expression of interest, and if you're lucky enough, you may get invited by them. Okay, so there is an occupation. If you want to discuss it further, I would recommend you to book appointment. But if you are more than 40 years old, likelihood of this happening is very, very limited because you may not meet the points requirement. If you don't hold a bachelor's degree, it will make it difficult as well. So if you hold a bachelor's degree, if you have less than 40 years of age, and if your English is pretty good, there are possibilities you may get invited in next 2 to 3 years. Because once you get skills assessment is valid for 3 years. Your expression of interest will be open for any invitation for 3 years from the date you get skills assessment. Okay, I hope that helps. Sai Chaitanya Munnagala is saying, hi, I have applied for EY for civil engineer with 80, 85, 95 points for 109, 190, 491. I live in Sydney, CVD with speed in English, but no experience. Sai Chaitanya Mungala, if your visa is going to expire and if you're not working in your own occupation, your situation is very critical. And I don't think there is any chance for you to get invited for any of these this financial year, keeping in view the current rules and regulations and current scenario. So, Sai, you really need to discuss in detail and you need to make a plan. My recommendation to you would be to book a consultation, and I would be happy to suggest you a few things after knowing a few other things from your side, apart from what you have mentioned on this comment on YouTube. So you can head to my website on this website and you can book appointment with me and we will take it from there. I can show you that again here. You will take a screenshot. So this is our website, guys. You can book appointment from here right away. If you want to discuss any scenario with me, please book appointment. Okay. Okay, right. So 46 viewers on TikTok. What was the question we were asking here? Yes, that was the occupational health. Tony is asking, Sarji, how long can we stay outside the country on 491 visa? And is that conditions apply on 2 years old? No. Only primary applicant. You can spend a holiday, I would say maximum 3 months. Remember, in 5 years, you also have to meet the criteria of 3 years of stay for being eligible for further visa. So you need to keep in mind that. And a secondary applicant or even the child can stay overseas if it is reasonable, if it is genuine, legitimate, it's fine, no issues. Budni's archaeologist, Tampa. Sir, I changed my course to MA of teaching, Master of teaching primary with no prior teaching experience. PR chances. No.
Teaching is a good.
Budni's, if that course leads you, to teachers registration, then pretty good. If it doesn't lead you to any teachers registration, I really don't see any benefit of that course to you.
Then try to get another course which would be accredited.
Remember, guys, there are currently 51 viewers. If you are in Australia and if you are currently studying something, and you think that you are not going to get PR in that course, simply send us a message on WhatsApp +61 452 169 200. You don't need to book consultation for that. If you want to discuss your PR related options, you have to book consultation from the website. I'm displaying this website on the screen. You can see that right now on the screen. If you want to just change course, want to discuss your course option, just send us a message on WhatsApp. We'll take it from there. Remember, guys, changing course is one of the most important decisions of your life, and you want to get it right. So if it is required, sometimes you would also speak to me while you are discussing the course change method. So you know exactly how you're going to achieve skills assessment. You have a plan in hand beforehand before you change that course. Okay. So simply send us a message on WhatsApp at +61 452 169 200. Okay, so I think to get selected, you need to have work experience in civil engineering. Look, Sai Chaitanya, how would you identify yourself different from others? Okay, so different from others. Do you need work experience to be invited from New South Wales? I would say under current circumstances, those EYs showing evidence of work experience would have more weightage in the round of selection. Okay. Vishwa Savin, what about the skill assessment on health promotion officer for international students? Health promotion officer, you can only get skills assessment if you have relevant work experience for 1 year and if you have relevant degree. They can get a skills assessment as a health promotion officer from VetAssess. If you want to discuss in detail, you can simply book a consultation so we can make an assessment. So New South Wales rounds are coming now and then. There's no specific date and time, guys. Okay, Sai, there's no specific date and time. Sai, there are a lot of things that you need to know at this stage. So I would highly recommend you to book appointment, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Sohail Malik from Doha, civil engineering technician, 190.75 should submit my UI now or later when you know. Look, Sohail, if you are eligible now, you should do UI now. Why would you wait for later? Right? You should do UI right now. You should do UI when you become eligible. Even if there is 0.01% chance, why would you lose that chance? Do your UI right now.
Okay. Pongo, for me, I just want to change my campus from Sydney to Perth. Or do I talk to school admin or an agent? Talk to your school.
If you just want to change the campus, talk to your school. But why not to if your school does not help you, even switching to other organization or other institution could be
you can have the credits for your previous study. Yeah.
So it won't matter.
If you are in college and you are doing something, then you can change your school as well. Doesn't matter.
Sohail Malik, I think showing you your the backlog is kind of irrelevant here. So my recommendation to you would be just do UI. There are a lot of people in civil engineering technician probably sitting on those points. Okay. Do you help with global talent visa? PhD holder, 12 years experience in university teaching overseas, PhD completed in Australia, 30 publications. Absolutely, we can. Olufisayo Adedokun, if you have that much of experience and those many publications, we can definitely discuss. I would recommend you to book appointment so I have a bit more idea about your profile, and then we will take it from there. We had a question coming from Harpreet. I have 29 months of experience and skills assessment done. Motor mechanic. My 3 year gonna be completing in November and my visa expiring 2nd of December. Should I apply for 482 or 186 directly? I think you won't have enough time to apply for 186, so go for 482 visa. If you are currently working in your occupation and if you are happy with your employer. I'm doing advanced diploma in civil construction design. Can I get my skills assessment as civil engineering draft option? I don't have work experience. Again, Sai, look, now you have already not worked in your own occupation. Now you're getting another skills assessment. What is this going to change? Nothing. It's not going to change anything as per the current scenario.
You have to work in your own
I am
occupation
so sorry.
if you want to increase your chances.
I'm so sorry, but even advanced diploma in civil construction and design is not going to help you. Just watching someone's video and they're selling this course, and then you're buying into that idea, you're getting the skills assessment, but why? You already have a skills
If
assessment.
someone is doing advanced diploma in civil construction design, then after that he or she may be planning to get the work experience, then it is good to have that course. Otherwise, no.
The reality of advanced diploma in civil construction and design is
Even it's not only for the advanced diploma.
it is many for many
It's for every study.
Hmm.
If someone is doing like a certificate 3 or 4 in a commercial cookery, then if he or she may be working in that occupation, then it is a better to have a
better chances
yeah.
of getting invited by states.
Otherwise, it is hard for everyone to get the invite from the state. Very hard.
Okay. All right, guys, we've been here almost 2 hours, roughly 1.5 hour, and we are about to go now. And this was our last live show for this week because Friday is a public holiday. We are creating a lot of content on YouTube as well as on TikTok. So we are here to help, guys. I want to end this live show with a positive note. Guys, no matter what stage you are in life, you cannot go back and change what happened in the past. You cannot go back and change what happened in the past. But what you can do and what is in your hands is your future. You have your future in your hand. You can make or break your future by making right decisions or wrong decisions at any given point of time. So we cannot go back and change what happened in the past, but you can only change your future. So let's focus on future. Forget about what happened. You made some mistakes, someone guided you incorrectly. Forget about that story. Let's start fresh. You can still achieve. We have seen people making mistakes in their life and then still getting where they wanted, but only if you learn from mistakes and if you listen from a person who is giving you right advice. This is the key to success. I am 45 years old. Okay, I have roughly 20 years of work experience in different industries and different fields. I hold a 3 master's level degrees. This is what I have learned. You do make mistakes in life, but what is most important is to learn from them and then mend your ways going forward. Always have the best mentor by your side when you are making these critical decisions of your life. At Endeavor Education and Migration Services, why I named Endeavor this organization? Because Endeavor means best shot. So every single client we give our best shot. I would not keep my pocket before your interest. I would keep your interest first and then my pocket. Remember, we are running this business. We can only help people if we are able to run a successful business, and that's why we have these appointment charges. That's why we charge you money whenever we do any work for you. But you won't see any problems in our work. This is our guarantee. So we are going to make your every cent work for you if you sign up with us for any services. With that positive note, thank you very much. I wish you all the best long weekend because we have 3-4 holidays coming up. Refresh a little bit for those who are in Adelaide. We have 6 games coming in. Go out there, enjoy, and do spare some time for yourself. Maybe walking, gym, whatever you want to do. But remember, healthy body hosts healthy mind too. So both things they go hand in hand. So look after yourself, and we'll come back with the live show in the next week. Until then, bye bye. I think we will come back next week on Wednesday. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, everyone. Good luck to all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.